Okay. Bye.
Bye. Hi guys, come on in. Say hello. Hi Becky. Hi Dan. It's hot outside. Hot, hot, hot. Did you know that Oregon and New Jersey do not have to pump their own gas? They're not allowed. Hi Joan. I heard that on Sirius on the way home, but what do you call them? I don't know. Oregon people, it's too hot for the fuel attendants to be outside all day, so they have to pump their own gas. Hi Laura Jean, how are you? Hi Anna. Welcome. Hi Stacy. Welcome everybody, come on in. We're gonna do fall. I'm not doing another summer, nothing. So I got my little cable mounts on. Hi Ellen. So this is one of the newer signs, grateful, thankful, and blessed. Hi Teresa. I also have it, if you don't want the words on it, I can just do one without the words too. So I thought it was really cute. So we're going to do the normal woodland ruffle. I've got 3 colors of mesh. We have this gorgeous, I've never used this color before, but it's got an orange, a burgundy, and a green foil for the border mesh, because y'all know I like the border mesh. Thank you, Deanne. Hi, Vincent. A fabulous, you see my forehead? See how red it is? Yes, I got burnt. You were on the boat with Becky. Hi, Pammy. Long time no see. And then I have another border mesh with the green. I've used that a lot. And then just the iridescent orange. Those are cut at 30 inches. Hi, Tammy. Haven't seen you for a while. And then we're going to use some sunflowers to match the sign. I don't want to hear it, Becky. You've been out on the boat a lot. I've been like this little cooped up butterfly.
If I paid that much for a boat, I'd be out on the damn thing every day.
Hey, potty mouth. So we're going to use these 2.
Just a second.
All they have to do is drive down to the yacht club and hop on it.
That's all we have to do too.
Well, that's true. That's all we have to do too. Only if they're on it. So yeah, we had a good 4th. Had a good 4th.
I know where the boat's at.
We were on the lake for
not as long as John wanted.
No. Like 10 hours, 9 hours, I don't know.
Oh, we went out back.
Becky, what time did we leave?
Well, we kept taking breaks for one thing.
You was on the boat today?
Should have called me.
I was going to say, Floyd was home. Not me, I had to work. So, 18 ties, 14-inch rim, reframe.
Oh, I forgot. You don't get invited to the boat, you just go. I'll come back to haunt you, Becky.
Yeah. You were on the boat longer than we were, though. So, go ahead and change my camera for me. Thank you. So we're going to do a woodland ruffle, and we're going to alternate the orange and the green, and then this one's going to be on. It should be nice and full. Thank you, Laura Jean. And I'm sorry about the cow balls. I've had, it's been a hot 2 weeks. I have to make one more. So you could put these down if you wanted, or you could put them up. I just did a woodland ruffle. We'll make some more here in a minute. If you guys wouldn't mind sharing and caring and flying a kite and floating the boat and spreading the glitter, I'd appreciate it. So get them all.
Paddle in the creek.
Paddle. Nobody says paddle in the creek. Floyd does.
Florida from Unique in the Creek does.
Oh, does she? Well, that would make sense. That's okay. I'm like, does she know Becky too? No.
I don't know. Becky knows a lot of people.
Becky does know a lot of people.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you.
I still think you should have let us eat the egg salad.
So we all took food on the boat. Becky's they got a grill, so we made I called them hobo pockets in Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. So we put orange on this one. Oh, I did it backwards. Paddle in the creek.
Close enough.
Got to put the green one down first. So we're gonna alternate back and forth like I normally do. But the multiple border mesh will be on every single one. Just the green and orange will go back and forth. So I have had, like, I don't know, I've been closing 3 nights a week.
Hi, Charlene.
Hi, Charlene. How are you? And it's not had much time. My craft room's a hot mess. So we'll just stand those up on each other.
It's all good, Laura Jean. Hi, Geneva.
It's okay.
Well, you know what that means, Becky? That means you have to come make an appearance on the live.
Oh, there you go.
We'll bring Becky on.
She'll say, I got this, girlfriend.
But you need to bring a filter.
Yeah, you gotta bring a filter on Facebook. Poor Katie, she was Katie from Crazy Maisie Creations, LLC, was in Facebook jail this week for calling someone a ribbon.
Don't do it.
Not so nice person. You know, if you're a hoarder, yeah. She was bad.
Becky says now you're in trouble.
Now I'm in trouble. Well, I'm in trouble. I didn't do nothing. You going to Millersburg this week, Becky?
I'd tell them to go fly a kite.
We sent 3 people over there today because our store was so good that we could afford to send people. So we're going to do green. I'm always in trouble for one thing or another.
True that.
No, she says no. Well, my clearance aisle's full. Red, white, and blue. Hi, Charlene. We're making a fall wreath. Here's our sign. Can't bend my arm that way. How'd I get on it? Who knows? There we go. I thought this border mesh would be. It has all the colors in the sign. I didn't get out any flowers, but I've got some sunflowers behind me. Oh, yay, Becky. What fun. Not.
Becky be up early in the morning.
Not me, because I have to close tomorrow. I thought Lisa was on vacay last week. You know she takes every 4th of July. So, if you guys haven't caught on, Becky and I used to work together. We still work for the same company. I'm just not in her store. So we're just going to ruffle. I probably rolled it like 3 or 4 times on each end. I love fall colors. I'm driving home thinking of what mesh I'm using tonight, and I look at the bank and it says 95. What? 95?
Better cool down before tomorrow. Deanne asked if they're 30 inch.
Yes, Deanne. They are all cut at 30 inch.
Well, hi, Aunt Esther.
Hi, Esther. How are you?
She's not really my aunt, but everybody calls her that. So.
She's Becky's aunt. Everybody calls her Aunt Esther.
Yeah.
I seen Pam today at work. That's why I said long time no see.
Oh, that's because it's hot star too.
I know. Excuse me, guys.
Oh, it's going to cool down a little bit on Wednesday because it's going to rain.
I did not take a nap today. I found out that I can push 2 of my chairs together at work in my office. And I mean, they're like office chairs. One has arm, one doesn't, and I can shut the light out and take a nap. I said, watch somebody come barreling in.
Or for you to roll over in your sleep and fall off the chair.
Probably. No, I didn't sleep that much because the EAS system kept going off, which is right outside my door. I worked in a store. Those of you who don't know, I'm a loss prevention manager for Walmart. And my office was in the back, which is not where, when you stop shoplifters, should be in the back. But anyway, for 16 years, we corralled people through the store. Hi, Nancy. And I thought, I wish my office was in the front.
And I told her then, be careful what you wish for.
And so now I'm in a store where my office is in the front, and it's so noisy. I'd rather hear Becky yelling than the carts and the customers and the EAS system. Mitch, how are you doing? I hope you're feeling better. Just gonna do some of these. I'm like, who's Lou? But I forgot. Oh my gosh.
Well, we almost have the whole gang on here.
I know.
Where's Steph?
Where's Steph? Steph never gets on my lives.
I think she has once.
Maybe once. She's got little ones at home.
Oh, it's almost 8:30. That's her quiet.
So we're talking about Becky's daughter, and she's not allowed to talk to her after 8:30.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura. How are you? Oh, we're getting up there. We get up to 50, and I'll give glitter mail.
I can't tell how many you're watching on YouTube.
Why? Oh.
Because Google doesn't work on my phone. Guess who owns YouTube?
Google.
Google.
Yep.
But
Floyd's. Hey. Floyd is salty. He is very, very salty because his Google is messed up. And they have to verify who he is. Nancy has a little one as her husband.
Well, you know.
Deanne does love glitter mail. My glitter mail can be anything from ribbon to sign. See, why did I do that? Look at that. Ribbon to signs to
Oh, I'm not going to get on your phone either.
coupons. Why?
Apparently you changed your password.
Oh, I don't know. Hi, Faye. How are you? I'm always having to change passwords and then I forget what they are. I know that's not the way you're supposed to do it, but
Well, that's why we have the phone set up. You can get into them via fingerprint. You don't have to remember the password. But my fingerprint don't work on your phone.
would you like me to open my phone?
No, it's not that important. I can open it up on another window. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe it'll let me. Maybe not.
So, I do have some Halloween kits left. If you need one, we do. I need to repost my, I have a couple pixie kits from last year, little scarecrows. They're so cute. I finally put away my patriotic. I did, Laura. Hope you had a good 4th. I was on a boat getting burnt.
On the 3rd.
Well, it was the 3rd, but I worked on the 4th actually. I'll be glad when my new person is trained where he can come back and do it all for me. People have been keeping me hopping lately. There's never a dull moment in my job, that's for sure. Seems like once we get to the 4th, it's just like sailing right into fall. I like fall. I do not like Christmas. Or I like Christmas. I just don't like the cold weather.
I am counting the days till Halloween.
Why?
It's my favorite holiday.
Floyd does like Halloween. I don't make a whole lot of Halloween just because it's not a big seller in my area. But we are in new shops this year, so...
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
man.
Unreal. It was so bad. I just, last October, I had just got moved stores, and I was mad and upset at the same time. I had a 13 and a 17-year-old each steal $800 in toys. I was mad because where's their parents? Of course, one was the grandmother was in the car with a little child. I know, Becky, you like all holidays.
There is that. Halloween party on Becky's. When do they make you take the boat out of the lake?
When do you have to take the boat out of the lake? When do they drain the lake or lower the lake?
Hey, Ricky, what's happening?
Hey, Ricky. Every time somebody does that, we have a Mexican restaurant, and they always say that. Hello, my friend. It wasn't racist. It's just what they say. It's what's funny. What's really, really funny is one of the guys used to. Well, I'm sure he still does, but I would see him and his wife and kids at the Walmart, and he doesn't have a strong accent when he's not working.
Gotta play the part when he's at work.
Oh, that's right. We party at the yacht club. I had to work last year. I think. I don't know.
I think we should join.
Oh, join the yacht club?
Yeah.
A lot of money.
It's only money.
It's only money.
Write it off as a business expense.
Oh, I don't see how that would work.
Networking.
Networking? Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
So the last 3 weeks have just been really a blur, and we don't normally take entire days off, but Betsy is like, you're coming on the boat, aren't you? And I'm like, yes. I'm not going to talk to anybody.
Yeah. I took the full day off Saturday, and I paid for it Sunday.
You did.
Sunday was horrible.
He had some heat press issues.
See, Becky agrees. You can't take it with me.
No, but the 10 grandchildren can. It's fun out there.
Good food.
It's more better since you don't, I almost said funner. My daughter says that all the time. It's better since you don't have to dress up all the time.
Well, I'm deciding on which one I want to criticize you worse. Funner or more better.
I know.
You
That was kind of grammar boo-boos there. Retirement plan.
Becky says she's spending her grandkids inheritance.
Yeah, you're raising two of yours. I am really glad. You know, I love my grandchildren, but the years that we had to raise them because of my daughter's illness were rough.
Well, and there is no way we could run a business and have.
We could not run a business and do that at the same time. I give more power to people who have small children and do it. Well, I mean, I guess if I didn't work outside the home full time, it might be a little bit better.
Or we were younger.
or we were younger. Yeah, 'cause she gives you a run for your money some days.
Every day.
Huh?
Every day. All day, every day.
Hey, you made her that way.
I did not.
She has Papa wrapped around her little finger. I asked her if she was going to be 60 because she sleeps in his bed. Papa doesn't get to sleep much, but because she's a bed hog. I'm like, are you going to be 16 years old sleeping with Papa?
Oh, no.
She's like, yep.
No. I'll have to cut that off soon.
She's 7 now, Papa. But last time she says, I'm sleeping upstairs with the kids. I said, oh, you are? She says, yep, I'm sleeping in my bed. Okay. I fell asleep, so I don't know.
I don't remember what time she came
What
down
time she
either.
came down. Because if you know me, I don't sleep in bed. If I sleep in bed, I sleep 2 hours there, 2 hours in a chair, 2 hours on a couch. I'm not a bed hopper, but I'm a couch hopper? Chair hopper?
You're making it worse this time.
I know. I can't talk today. I told everybody just go away and leave me alone today. Every time someone knocked on my door and I'm like, I don't want it. But I need you, Jeanette. I'm, no, you don't. One time it was, we're raising money for Children's Miracle Network for our local children's hospital. And one of the girls dressed up funny. You know, she had a not a life preserver, a tube around her waist and all this. Deb, sometimes I get it from Sims Pottery, which is a wholesaler. You do have to have a vendor's license. Deco Exchange, which is Shop Like Jeanette. And Furniture Hopper. Craft Outlet. Trendy Tree, the Wreath Shop.
White Bayou.
White Bayou. I haven't bought too much White Bayou lately. Hi, Shauna. I like border mesh a lot. I always have some kind of border mesh on hand. And Floyd, my husband, if you don't know him, he's in the background.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. Hey, your kit's going out tomorrow.
Those midgets.
So is Midges. Sometimes he'll have to do the lives because I have to work. So, and he wanted to do a Halloween one, and I didn't have any orange mesh. You're welcome, Deb. The only orange mesh I had was border mesh with black, and that's, you know, no, he wanted to do fall. I'm like, no. Yeah. Last year, you know, nobody did trick-or-treating, so, because of COVID. I'm so tired of hearing about that crap.
Hi, Michelle. Long time no see.
Hi, Michelle.
Or actually, long time no chat, I guess.
Yeah. So we got one more on the outside. Gotta go take our patriotic out of our shop tomorrow that we're in.
Unless they sold.
Yeah, well, unless they sold. We take pictures when we set it, and then that's how we know what's in there. I tried doing an inventory list, and there at the very beginning, the farmer's market was selling so fast that I'm like, I just put my vendor number on it and the price. She's like, you good with that? I'm good with that. Because we don't have like little things like a lot of the other people. It's all big. So I'm like, we'll take a picture. So here's our outside. Now we're going to do the inside. 30 inches does make it a lot fuller.
Shauna, she cut them 30 tonight.
30 inches tonight. Oh, big. I actually used almost 2 rolls of this one because it's going to be on every tie, and then I used one roll of the orange and the green. That's the thing, you know, when you want to keep things to one roll per color, you have to cut them at a lot shorter length, but I went big tonight. So actually I'm going to start this one opposite. So I can get some more green on top. So in here I'll put the burgundy on the bottom. Hi Tom Tom. I know I don't do 30 inches very often, but it does make it full. I know last Christmas I did quite a few that were 30. It does make it full.
Ian said go big or go home.
Yeah, no doubt.
She's going big at home.
Big at home. I need to go to at home. I need to go to Hobby Lobby.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Listen, when everybody was talking about the shortages or increased prices in craft supplies, or, you know, we won't get as many things to choose from because of the shipping issue with China, I'm like, I'm good for Christmas. Because I literally overspent last year. Because I'm like, I don't know how much I'm going to make. And it was just so pretty because I'd never been in a Hobby Lobby until last year. I'd never been in an at-home. And of course I had to go visit them for the first time when they're setting Christmas. And we all know I like glitter, so it was on. We'll fix all our ruffles when we get around here. The only thing I hate about when it's 30 inches, it's very easy to skip a tie. Because it is so full, especially in the middle. I haven't had time to... Hey Mayra, how are you? To clean my room. I tried to come up the other day and clean because I had, from my private group, that on Saturday, we made foam lollipop / candy piece. And yeah, so we were making foamies, and I had all this foam cut out because I didn't know what colors I was going to use. Isn't it so pretty though? I love it. I didn't have it last year. I don't think I discovered that I really liked border mesh till about Christmas. It's okay, Stacy. Yeah, so what I'm doing is they're all cut at 30 inches. There is the multiple border mesh, the burgundy, is going in every tie. The green and orange are alternating, and then you also alternate up and down which colors, if that makes sense. So like the burgundy goes on top, and then it goes on bottom, then it goes on top, and then it goes on bottom, and then you're also alternating your green and your orange.
That was too confused, everybody.
I did not. Do y'all understand? Please say yes. You're welcome.
That was ladylike.
So?
Just shush, Nancy.
So, who knows the movie Home with the little purple booth named O? That was a movie when my granddaughter was like 1.5, 2 years old that she watched literally 10 times a day. That's all she wanted to watch. I bought her a booth. So, and then the captain had a shusher. He had a stick with a rock on it. And he would bat people in the head. So my husband is at a new job. He's been there about
3 weeks.
3 weeks. And he tells one of the guys, or he tells you to shush.
No, I told him to shush.
Oh, he told him to shush, and he says, I'll get my shusher. And the guy knew exactly what he was talking about.
I'm going to make one.
Huh? You're gonna make a shusher?
Yep.
We actually, it was on Netflix most popular.
It still is. It's still in the top 10.
Is it still in the top 10? So the grandkids were over, and they wanted to watch a movie, so we were looking at what was popular, and this movie Home was in there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, because she's now 7. So that's at least probably 5 years ago. And I'm like, do you want to watch Home? She's like, yeah.
So we did.
So we all watched Home. Raya? Have you guys watched that movie, Raya? We watched it with the grandkids. That was a cute movie. See, I got to talking. Look what I did. No. Yes.
We don't know.
I boo-booed. Hi, Patricia. Yes, I did boo-boo. Hi, Mary. So, this should have been orange. It's a good thing I didn't screw up too bad. That's why I like to do a lot of them ahead of time.
Hi, Mary. Hi, Patricia.
Especially if you do bundles or rolls, like if you're going to do rolls in sets of 2 or 3.
Well, hey there, Rumi.
Hey, Angela. Rumi. She gets to go to Wreath Makers Live. Jelly. We had decided to go next year, but they're not going to have it next year.
Well, I guess we'll go to Crafters Convention again next year.
There's TDR. I don't know much about TDR. I'm whipped. How are you?
She's sunburned.
I'm sunburned. See my head?
That's how she is.
It still hurts, and it was like 2 days ago.
Wait till it starts peeling.
No! I don't want it to peel on my face. So Angela and I and the Hubs are rooming for Crafters Convention in September. There we go.
You get your boo-boo fixed?
Yes, I fixed my boo-boo.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, Dan.
Now, Deanne, are you talking...
When she goes to Wreath Makers Live. Because aren't you just a couple hours from there?
What did you do?
What'd you do now? See, I haven't even talked to you for like over a week.
Been a minute.
Oh, awesome, Deanne. This thing is getting full. I think I got, yep, 2 more ties. They'll no be putting a cross member on the back to put ruffles in the middle on this one. Oh, well, way to go.
You're just a hot mess, girl.
Aren't we all?
There is that issue.
I know everybody was getting in the lake, but I just had my back injections and I didn't want to get in that close to, you know, in the water and stuff, but next time. Jeez, Angela.
Poor girl's always hurting something.
I know that.
You two having a contest to see who spends more time in the doctor's office? Or...
I'm tired of going to physical therapy, I can tell you that. I'm going to tell them this week, because I finally started doing strength exercises. I was still on a 5-pound weight limit. But I'm just going to tell them I'll come once a week. Oh, that's right. You did say something about that. Charlene, it's a 14-inch from Dollar Tree. Last ruffle. It is fluffy. So now I usually take my hand and like push anything on the back through. Ouch! Without getting your thumb stuck. He was. Well, I hope not. So I kind of just go through and make sure my ruffles aren't laying over on each other. But now it's 26 inches without any ribbon tails or anything. My ribbon tails are cut at 13 inches. So I had to put a sunflower in here to go with the sign. So we're just going to put these on the outside and then we'll see how everything else looks. Just got tired of hiding the ribbon underneath the bow, underneath the sign. Always leave a little bit when you cut your, if you do, pipe cleaners or whether it's a wreath form, a work form, just in case you have to undo a boo-boo. I got this one last year. I like glitter, but it's not a real bright orange, but it's just a nice fall orange. I didn't buy too much more fall ribbon this year. I have too much ribbon, as Lloyd says. So if you know, if you follow Katie from Crazy Maisie, we're doing a marathon at the end, towards the end of the month. I don't think I pinned it on my page. I'll pin it so you can see the lineup. If you've never watched one of the marathons before, it's you just follow all the crafters on their business page. You just follow what time they're going. Vincent. You're checking that liver light. So like this time it is, and there's a theme. There's always a theme, and then Katie gives us a stipulation. And this one is, we're doing Christmas in July, so it's a Winter Wonderland theme, and you have to use a grapevine. That's the stipulation. Wreath, a grapevine wreath. Because I asked her, because I was thinking something else besides wreath, and she's like, no, it's got to be a wreath. Doesn't mean you have to leave it together.
Cut it up. Get the saw out, cut it up.
I don't do 30-inch cuts very often because it does make a big wreath. I mean, the regular wreaths are at least 24. This just added a couple inches. And it will not go between the screen door.
Angela says, good to know, I missed the grapevine part. Oh,
yes, you have to use a grapevine.
That could have been awkward.
Winter Wonderland, and you have to use a grapevine. We get 90 minutes this time. Normally we only get an hour, and we're like racing, and you know, people like Katie who likes to, you know, talk a lot. It's like
Angela's like, wow.
or you're like Angela who talks a lot. Has to be a grapevine wreath. Doesn't mean you have to leave it together.
So whatever you had planned, change it up.
Try again.
Oh.
Adapt and excel. I said that at work the other day, and they just looked at me. I tell them the prerequisite to work at Walmart is to be flexible and adaptable. And they just look at me. Thanks, Laura. I like the orange and the greens. And I really love this. I think I used my only 2 rolls. I'll probably have to order some more. Remember where I got it. I didn't write that one down.
Which one?
The border mesh. I think it's that one.
Should be able to get it just about anywhere.
Uh-oh. It wasn't everywhere. Ooh, excuse me. Google it and I'll tell you who to start for sale. That's what Floyd's over there doing.
Craft outlet, wreath shop, trendy tree.
Yeah, but do they have it in stock? So everybody's got it. Everybody carries it.
Trendy Tree says they have 11 left.
Oh, Trendy Tree says they only have 11. I'm sorry, Daisy. I'm so tired. Of course, you know, we went from, we stayed up and watched the fireworks. Normally we don't. It's like, unless the grandkids are around. But we stayed up and watched the fireworks. And, of course, then at least Becky and them have a dock at the yacht club. So we didn't have to, like, wait to get the boat out of the water. That would take hours as many boats was on the lake.
Most of those people have docks.
Yeah. So we just had to dock it, park it.
Looks like everybody's got it in stock.
Do they have it in stock? Floyd's saying that a bunch of people have it in stock. You want to put that number on for them?
Do I have to?
Yes, you have to. He's being rotten tonight.
I am not.
He was grumpy yesterday. Isn't it funny how men progress? They're grumpy little kids, crabby little kids. And then they grow up to be adults. And as they get older, they get to be grumpy little men. There's the number of this burgundy border mesh.
Burgundy brown and moss green.
That's what it's called.
10.5 by 10 yards.
Ooh, it's a 10.5 one. Not that you could really tell a whole lot when you put them in a wreath.
Unless you're going to use it on a flower wreath. You'd never
Yeah.
know.
So I've deemed Floyd the flower wreath person.
I wonder if I like that.
Why? Why wouldn't you like
Yes, Pam, she just called me an old man.
that? Yep.
I'm not going to argue with her. I am.
Called you a crabby old man.
Well,
Some days, when he's fighting with his heat press. I think what got him today was he bought a bigger heat press, I don't know, a few months ago.
piece of junk.
And he ended up doing sign of the month on the old heat press. So if you are in sign of the month, they're going out tomorrow.
they're done. They're sitting on the table waiting for Jeanette to drop them off at the post office tomorrow.
Yep.
You guys are gonna like them.
I gotta think of next month's already. Yeah, we do all have our days, don't we, Pam?
Especially that Jeanette girl.
Rude. So I've only been in my store about, I think, 7, 8 months now. And they've all, well, hi, Nakia!
Wow.
Be still my heart. They've already got to see, when I lock my jaw, they're like, oh, she's on a mission. So here we got all the outside done. We'll get our little fuzzy sticks, as my granddaughter calls them.
That's what Walmart calls them.
Actually, on the Walmart packages, they are called fuzzy sticks. Because somebody was talking about it one day, you know, because those of us who are a little older called them pipe cleaners. And, you know, when they got to, because really they were pipe cleaners in the old days. But, you know, we made them pretty colors and tinsel and turned them into craft things. But Walmart does say fuzzy sticks. I already made my bow. I actually did a different kind of bow tonight. It's a Lisa bow with tails, long tails. If I do a Lisa bow, I normally do like a funky Lisa.
You forgot something.
Oh, bright light. I have 4 lights in here. Oh, I got a new light kit. How many? Oh, the box got opened by somebody.
I was just checking to see what it was. Oh, we're doing all right. Hanging in there, Nakia.
Oh, barely. So I
Living
did.
the dream.
I'd like for it to start. What are the things on the back of the sign? These are cable mounts. So some people, I used to poke hole or punch holes in my signs.
She did.
But here's what they are. They're actually for like electricians and people that do wiring, because you mount it on something and then you can, you know, wrap the wires with something, and it's got little sticky pads on the back. But don't use them with just the sticky part. I use DAP. Thanks, Charlene. Rapid Fuse. I just put a little dot on it, and then if you saw, I had little clips on there to hold it. I always do that right before I start my live. But we were using E6000, but I don't know if it's the E6000 got old or if it was a bad batch of cable mounts. I was starting to lose my signs off of my cable mounts, so I switched. Here's a bow. Ooh, got to dovetail that one. I always try to dovetail as I make it because I always end up forgetting one. Now the big problem when you make something this big, you have to get down through all the mesh to get your things attached, which this one's not too bad. If I can't find it right off the bat, I get my needle out. Make sure you don't pull your bow down, you know, to like the Never Never Land. Just make sure it's snug on top. I'll clean up those zip ties later, or fuzzy sticks. These have 12-inch tails. And a Lisa bow, if you don't know, has 2 loops on one side and then 1 loop on the other. And then you do 2 on one side and then 1 on the other. You just flip-flop back and forth. I don't know. Patricia, I don't think, thanks Stacy, I don't think Hobby Lobby carries the cable mounts. You can get them at like a hardware store because they are really for an electrician. They are
Lowe's, Menards.
Lowe's, Menards,
Home Depot,
stuff like that. I actually ordered mine on Amazon.
Pretty annoying.
Okay, so if you follow the link, there's a lot of the things. I always put everything I use or my tools that I use on the website, so you could see, get the exact same thing if you want. So I always kind of like tilt my sign a little bit. Thanks, Laura. This one's a new one this year. It's in the shop. I have the clip art to use it without the words, but who would want to do that? I thought, you're welcome, Patricia.
Maybe somebody.
I do that. I've got more signs. I've been so busy that I can't even list my signs. It's your favorite season? I like fall. I like sweatshirt weather. But I hate the hay fever part of fall. Because growing up, I lived in Illinois where it was all flat, and the cornfields when they would harvest the corn and soybeans. Bad on my allergies. So this is really thick. You want to make sure that you don't pull down one tight where your sign's digging into your wreath, or like bending your sign, because this is a 6x12. I like Christmas too, but I only want snow for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then after that it can melt. Especially now since I have to drive 37 miles to work or something. There was only a couple days that it was like, bad. My husband, Floyd, was like, just get a hotel. And I'm like, no, I'm driving it. Normally it takes me about 45 minutes. That one night it took me like an hour and 15. Could have been worse. So I have like a hole up here, so I will probably cut a couple extra ribbon tails. That's why I only put them on the outside now. Plus, it saves your ribbon, because who wants to have ribbon sticking out from behind a sign? I don't. I think my bow is not in the place I want it. There we go. This was, so I put 3 2.5 inch, started at 6 inches, and then I did 3 1.5 inch. Not liking that ribbon. Yeah, unfortunately it's in my contract. They can move me within 50 miles of my home, and they did that last October. And I was salty for a while.
Got a new car out of it.
I did get a new car because I was driving a full-size truck here in town, because I was like 2 miles from my store. So I'm like, I gotta get a new car. I'm not spending that much money in gas.
So no, we spend it on a new car.
Now I spend it on a new car. So let's do... Where'd it go? Oh, I put it away. That's so, yep, this one is... I actually put something away right away, and I needed it.
That's how it usually works.
Normally I just like put it behind me and it might get put away the next day, but so we'll cut one of each. Probably been easier just to do it on my table. There's a lot of people that commute further than that. I know when I was working here in town, my store manager drove an hour, I think. When they had me visiting some stores, I drove an hour. I didn't like that drive. That was yucky. But I like my new store, which is a good thing, huh? This is probably my favorite, I bought more of it this year, my favorite fall ribbon. I actually like to put like lots of goodies in ribbons, or goodies in my wreaths, but of course that drives your price up. And the people around here just don't want to pay it. Christmas time I'll put lots of goodies in there. Wait till I get those totes out. There'll be glitter all over the house again. Or still more.
Well, hi Tracy, how you doing?
Hi Tracy. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do that too when I'm watching other people's lives. I'm either sitting at my computer winding down for the night, or I'm up here making stuff. So we're just going to add a couple in here to make it not look so plain. Now the ones in the middle, I kind of put them in an X a little bit.
Oh, absolutely, Tracy. We spent all day Saturday out on the boat.
Yeah. Making hobo packets. It actually worked out really well. They were all swimming, and Becky and I were making the little packets, and we ended up not even making them all. We had so many. She had like mushrooms and onions and carrots and green peppers and chicken and sausage. Oh, and corn, and little bits of corn. I brought enough fruit salad to sink a battleship.
You got that much left.
I know, I think my son's been eating it. I told him, go ahead. So after I hang this up, I might add a pumpkin. Or a couple sunflowers. I even have my fluff box out. I have nightmares that I'm going to drop that thing on my toe. I'll break my toe if I do. Want to switch cameras for me?
You better make sure you don't drop it, because it'll definitely break something.
It'll break something, that's alright.
Whatever it hits, it's going to break.
It'll break the floor or break my toe. Let's see how this looks. Might move the sign over just a little bit. I always look on the TV to see how it looks, because I can't, when you look at something up close. They don't look the same. But thanks for coming and hanging out. If you guys like the sign that's in the shop, it's Robin. I did a little bit different bow than I normally do. Thank you, Pam. I will mess with that bow until I hang it up somewhere. So we'll see what we get. I'm off on Wednesday. Ooh, thank goodness, because I have so much to do. So we'll see what we can get into on Wednesday. Might be fall, might be Halloween. We'll just have to see. Thanks, Deanne. Yeah, I like those colors too. Alright guys, thanks for coming and hanging out. I always love talking with you guys, even if you're doing your own thing. And we'll see what we can get into on Wednesday. I will see you Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks, Angela. Bye, guys.